Hello there, everybody. Renault FT here, back again with a professional YouTube video. Uh, Here is the tank that I just got done reviewing, last two videos. Today, actually, a continuation of today, we will be reviewing, can you guess? You can probably already tell by the title, the one and only Tiger 2. This heavy tank is possibly my most favorite tank in World of Tanks Blitz. That is before the FT was removed. This heavy tank, I know everything is good about it. Everything. Not everything, but yeah, it should. If you want a reliable heavy tank at tier 8, this is the tank for you. If you're a history nerd, this is the tank for you. Almost everybody knows about the Tiger 1 and 2 and any other Panzer, but this one, it just strikes a chord with me. As you can see, I've already gotten up to the E100. This line, I 100% love it. I wish they made more tanks like this. But today we will be comparing the Tiger 2 to the IS-3 and the T-28 tank destroyer. Now you might be wondering why I'm picking a tank destroyer. I learned from last video I should be broadening my comparison values. So today we will be comparing a heavy tank to a heavy tank that's the same tier and a tank destroyer. I will have my friend Sneal from my clan in a later video after I'm done talking about this. We will be in a training room, and I will show off the gun mechanics, its maneuverability, same thing as last video. Alright, let's get into it. So the Tiger 2, the main weapon it has, well, it's max weapon. You will have a 105 millimeter KWK L68. Its aiming time, same as usual, 4.3. Its damage per minute, however, that is where things get good. 2,104 with a reload time of 8.8 seconds. Similar to the J Panther 2 with 400 damage every 10 seconds. Damn. Its average penetration. Armor piercing is probably the better way to go. This cannon can practically penetrate almost every tier 8. 225 millimeters. 225 millimeters. That's thicker than a high school boy's heart after he gets broken by a high school girl. APCR 285 millimeters, slightly more than the armor piercing, but this deals less damage. High explosive is a whopping 60 millimeters. That's enough to penetrate a tier 5. Average damage, armor piercing 310 every 8.8 seconds. Now that's a fun time right there. APCR 260 every 8.8 seconds. Now that not as delightful, but you get high rolls and low rolls. High explosive 420 blaze it, bro, every 8.8 seconds. That's nothing to grin at, but I mean, looking at them SPIC's cheeks be looking real good with this HE. Its elevation 15 degrees and its depression is 7 degrees. Only a couple more degrees more than me in high school, am I right? Its concealment for the gun It's a 4% concealment. Now, let's get into the engine. I'm skipping the turret because who cares about turrets? It's 858 horsepower. For a tier 8, I mean, it's not bad. Again, it's top speed, 38 kilometers an hour. Just slightly faster than the Krupp that we just got done researching. Its average speed is 27, which is way below the average of the medium tank. Its armor. Oh shit. Its armor. Let's see. Its armor is. I just passed it, didn't I? Yep. Okay, so its turret, 185 millimeters. Now, don't let the flatness throw you off, okay? This armor right here, great for side scraping. Not the best for sitting out in the field with your ass hanging out while you're scraping against an IS-3. No, don't do that. Okay? The best thing to do with this armor, which I have done before, is try to be a little cheeky. Stay behind a rock at least. Hide that lower plate. See that little lower plate? It's glancing out at you. The rock will cover you from any shots down there, as with any German tank. Any German tank will have that weak spot down there. But the mantlet armor, that's probably the best way to go with this tank. Side scrape, it's not as good as it's good. Okay, I'll put it that way. It's great. It's just like the Tiger 1, except at tier 8. But the gun is the good part, and you'll be seeing that next video. Let's see, what else do we have to go over? Oh yes, comparisons. All right, so one last look at the gun, comparing the 105 KWK. It has a 2100 damage per minute, and its reload is 8.8 with a AP 225 armor piercing value. Now let's compare that to the IS-3, which is probably it's the IS-3 and any heavy at tier 8, but IS-3 is the majority that I've come across in the Tiger 2. The IS-3, its frontal armor, it's all or nothing up there. But everything else, the sides and the rear, I don't know about that. But I have not researched its max gun yet, and I don't even have the tank. The IS-3 has a 400 damage for the max gun, or its damage per minute. Oof, that's that reload. That reload really screws down the tank. However, the IS-3, unlike the Tiger 2, look at its front. You can go haul down all you want on this baby. Thing is, you gotta try and keep that top plate up there. You see that? You gotta keep that from getting hit. The IS-3 is another well-rounded tier 8 heavy tank. I wish I would focus on this line a little bit more, but I'm more interested in the other tanks. You probably saw I already have the IS. Great tier 7. I love that thing. The front of the IS-3 is sloped in two different directions, but it has those weak spots. The top and that little top thing right there, and then the lower plate. Of course, lower plate's going to be weak on any tank. That's where the driver is, of course. That little top notch thing, it's a 50-50 chance, but it's the way to go if you have an IS-3 face hugging you. Either that, or if you have a tall enough tank, shoot this right here. That big old plate right there. Just go boom, 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 boom. And another comparison is the T-28, the tank destroyer. As you can see, I have both T-28 and T-95. The T-28 has its max cannon is a 120mm AT gun T-53. Aiming time is slightly more than the Tiger II, but its damage output is 400, just like the IS-3. However, look at the reload time, 7.76, and its damage per minute is actually higher than the Tiger II. With the gun rammer and crew, nothing's getting past this thing. Nothing. Especially with that front armor. Where is it? Where's the front armor? 254. One less millimeter than the Tiger II. Let me check up on that real quick. The Tiger II's is 255, correct? Correct. 225, yes. 225 is armor piercing. Okay. So then let's go back. So it is 225. The T-28 is actually higher. Its front is higher than the Tiger II's average penetration. Its concealment, not really the best, but its damage per minute, that's the kicker right there. 3,000 every 7.7 seconds. That's something to be scared of. Me personally, I've battled in the T-28, and it is a great corner killer. That's same thing with the T-95 and the T-28 HTC, the American camouflage 4th of July thing. Its top speed, well below the Tiger II. While the Tiger II cannot pen the front, it definitely can pen the sides, and that's with any tank destroyer, most likely. Just look at the Object 253. You can ammo rack that thing with a T7 car. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. I think that's gonna cut it for this video. Next video, I will have me and Steele doing a dummy test to show off the maneuverability and everything you need to know about side scraping, sniping, shooting on the move, etc., etc. That would be it for me for now. I hope you all enjoy, and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.